The 2020 political landscape in Montana has been getting one seismic shift after another, and this weekend was no exception. At the Republican Party State Convention in Helena, another GOP candidate unveiled his plans to change offices in 2020. MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison was there and files this report.
On Friday, we had Congressman Greg Gianforte telling fellow Republicans he's running for governor in 2020. And on Saturday morning, that move prompted a prior gubernatorial candidate to switch gears, Montana Secretary of State Corey Stapleton.
Today I'm announcing that I am running, as Greg Gianforte leaves that House seat, I am running to keep and win Greg Gianforte's House seat. I'm running for Congress, and I would love your support.
Stapleton said he's best positioned to keep Montana's U.S. House seat in Republican hands, and that plenty of good Republicans already are running for governor. In fact, his speech at the convention followed comments by two of those candidates, Attorney General Tim Fox and State Senator Al Olszewski of Kalispell. Fox emphasized his background in law enforcement and said a top priority as governor would be cracking down on illegal drugs in Montana.
We have to stop this poison from entering our country in the first place, and that's why our border security is the top of my list. While we may be over 1,000 miles away from Mexico, Montana is impacted every day by insufficient border security.
Olszewski, an orthopedic surgeon, said he's the gubernatorial candidate who can unify the Republican Party and reach out to independent voters on issues like health care.
We need to win the hearts and the minds of the independent Montana voter. And I'll tell you, President Trump hit it right on the head. The Republican Party in 2020 needs to be the party of health care. And who else can champion that than a doctor?
Democratic Governor Steve Bullock is term limited and can't run again in 2020. That makes it a wide open race, just like the U.S. House race and other statewide seats as well. Republicans like to talk about their steady march to power in Montana, but now many of their top political figures will battle each other for statewide seats in 2020. And don't think this won't be the last domino to fall in these top tier races. In Helena, I'm Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Two Democrats are already running for the now open U.S. House seat. Kathleen Williams, who lost to Gianforte in 2018, and State Representative Tom Winter of Missoula.